Local farmer Josh Campbell invited Dwayne Braun, general manager at ICM Biofuels, to his farm. The corn grown there is used in the E30 gas produced at ICM Biofuels, and he wanted to learn more. The two took a drive around his 600 acres south of St. Joseph.
How does ethanol change the performance of gasoline in a vehicle?
Well, you know, ethanol is almost a perfect fuel. It's actually better than gasoline, at least in my opinion. Ethanol burns a little cooler and gives a little bit more horsepower. For example, there's going to be a little bit more octane in the ethanol blended fuels. It makes the engine burn a little cleaner. Ethanol is actually a very good solvent, and that solvent will keep the engine very clean. You know, if you're a NASCAR watcher, you see that NASCAR has used E15 in all the race cars for a number of years now. They love it. They've had very few issues and works extremely well. It's a good, clean fuel.
What kind of octane rating is E30?
E30 actually, there's a lot of ethanol blends. You can get E10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Blender pumps can almost blend about anything, but E30 actually, and we do have a pump right here in St. Joseph that we're marketing E30 now. The E30 has 94.4 octane rating at that
94.
pump.
Wow.
94.4, and it's actually being sold 15 cents a gallon cheaper than the E10, which is an 87 octane rated fuel. So, I mean, really the benefits there are we're getting all that horsepower, all that power out of something that we're getting a better bargain for. And if you let me jump into it, I'll just tell you that the health benefits also, that ethanol does not have any benzene, toluene, xylene in it. Those are all things, cancer-causing agents that come with the gasoline that comes from the refiners. And the aromatics, those are the aromatics to get the oxygen content into the fuel. Ethanol is a simple way to replace that, and it has no carcinogens in it. So it's a healthier, the exhaust coming out of the tailpipe are much more beneficial to the environment. And you know, that's another win for society.
Tell me, Dwayne, how do they make ethanol?
Well, you know, it's a pretty simple process. It's just a fermentation process, mashing up the corn and getting the starch out of it to convert to the simple sugars, and through the fermentation process, it just converts to alcohol, and then it's a simple distillation process to get it extracted from all the mash and so forth. The leftover mash and everything, it makes great cattle livestock feed, and the ethanol is just distilled up to make it a little bit more pure product. It's really very natural and very simple.
So I deliver corn to Lifeline Foods. Is that where all of your corn comes from?
Absolutely. We've got a neat arrangement at Lifeline Foods there. There's 3 entities that are actually operating there. Lifeline Foods buys all the corn, and they have some very high specifications as they're milling and producing food grade products. The hominy, the leftover parts of the corn kernel, they don't use. We use in the ethanol plant, as well as some additional corn that we grind for the milling process. That is all corn that's grown locally in probably a 50-mile radius of St. Joseph here. And so it's the local farmers that are actually, it's their corn that's being made into the ethanol and the food products that get distributed throughout the Midwest.
So my corn that I would take to Lifeline could end up, a product of that end up in my tank that I purchased locally and grown locally.
Absolutely.
That's neat. So you said that there's a blender pump in St. Joe. Where is it? Where's it located? Where can I get some of this?
Well, I tell you, the fast gas station at I-29 and Frederick Avenue put in an E30 pump a few months ago. Sales are increasing. We've done some promotions, and I think from the feedback that we're hearing, everybody that's using E30 is really liking it. They're getting the benefit of 15 cents a gallon less discount, and they're getting that 94 octane fuel.
It seems like ethanol makes just a lot of sense for buying local and buying local products.
Well, by gosh, Josh, ethanol kicks gas.
That's a good one.